Welcome back to Heavenly Sword. So yeah, we're starting chapter 3 and Nariko's been here.
Of a pound, what is my wisdom?
Alright, let's see.
So, you know,
Daddy!
Ow.
Son, what is your purpose, Nariko, exactly?
of course he's his
Die
bastard
valiantly
son.
Yeah, he's mentioned that in the comedic, skit before when we're all the villains. He doesn't like to be called Daddy.
They're just not really memorable.
No.
But yeah, what do you have to say?
Let's start again. Try to get to know each other a little bit better, hey?
I mean, I know I've been
no.
absolutely nothing but cruel to you, but surely you'll hear me out, right?
Fun. What do you say, hey?
I'm going to kill you. And I'm going to kill that walking flesh-bagged son of yours.
How very interesting. But you see, the sword is mine now, and it is residing safely in my armory with all my other trinkets.
Yes, allow me to tell you exactly where it is, because there's no way you'll break out.
Okay. To be fair, he just said armory. He didn't exactly say if you go down the corridor to
Here
the
are
right.
the coordinates.
I mean, let's be honest, as long as you know where that location is, usually it's a guarantee the hero will find it out eventually.
Whoa, notice my directing!
I'm just saying, like, he is definitely ticking off all the rules in the evil overlord list
This guy.
blatantly.
Alright.
Everybody.
Alright, Kai, it's your moment to shine. Rescue Nariko, help her get the Heavenly Sword, and all that.
Are you up bad enough to do that, to do it?
Was kidnapped.
I'm pretty sure she didn't do that on purpose, Kai.
Yeah, I get that Kai's supposed to be childish and whatnot, but
There's
I don't
also a
think
good
she's
reason
supposed
for
to be
it, believe it or not.
Yeah, we're going to see a flashback.
I get that feeling. I get that feeling, though it feels like they kind of mistake naive with dumb, and what's going on here?
I can't stand the camera system in this game. Like,
Again,
Oh,
be thankful
yeah.
that you can even move that. Again, they're trying to be a bit more than what your classic God of War games did, because they had a fixed camera, that moved only when it was needed to even pan on the scenery. But they had a general idea on how to focus things in order for Kratos to never be too much ambushed. Sure, it still happened a couple of times, but there was a general idea on how to properly construct it. In here, it's a bit rough.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even get what would have been the appeal of having a camera like this. Like, okay, even before 7th gen, players definitely had issues with cameras that were not well moving enough.
He
What was
Matrix
he doing?
dodged it, Pedro.
Wow, that was actually clever of that mook.
alright, let's see.
I'm not sure if that's what he was intending to do. Oh, okay,
Probably
maybe
not,
that was what he intended to
But then
do.
again, everyone was parodying the Matrix still at this point, so why not?
2007.
Well, the parodies of the Matrix went on until... I think people are still doing them occasionally to this very day, to be honest.
So does Kai have a melee weapon, or do you absolutely have to do everything from range with her?
Crossbow, she doesn't have a melee weapon. Like, at most, like, if she gets attacked, she does have a dodge maneuver that she can use to escape, but,
Alright then, let's go again.
As a general rule of thumb, Joe, the idea is whether crossbow is that much overpowered, if you know what you're doing. But the gist of it is that if the enemy manages to get in melee range, that means it's your problem that you fucked up.
alright. Moving on. Yeah, basically you can't do close quarters combat with Nariko, you have to use the crossbow.
Oh,
Like so.
That was three!
Stop, it's
3
already
hits to the
dead.
crotch!
Bit weird though. When you do this, all it takes is one hit to knock them down.
I get the idea, the projectile that you can control, and to compensate that also as a bit of extra power.
So yeah, taking a cue from Zelda, we can throw the arrow into the flames to make it a fire arrow. Also, Kai's cat ears are going crazy. Like, look at that.
Yeah, the
trying to fly.
cat ear bandana is getting fucked
Yes,
out.
he's trying to fly, guys.
You know, going back to Tio's idea that, okay, not even the idea, but more or less, it's obvious originally motion controls were supposed to be the required way for Aftertouch. I wonder if the idea was going to be that, the way to keep this from being overpowered is that it's only doable with motion controls.
I love how the game.
You haven't even finished this sentence.
Yeah, I love how the.
That's one thing I love to do in video games. They're in the middle of some big dramatic speech, but you can just kill them in sentences.
Yeah, like I love how the game makes a big deal by even putting him in his own comic book style panel, and then I just headshot him and they go done.
I'm guessing the idea with that enemy is like, well, you can only kill him with a headshot.
With a headshot, yes. It's just the introduction of that enemy type.
All right, checkpoint.
I mean, imagine if like other characters did that. It's like what if the storyteller in Professor Layton did that? Greetings, I am the storyteller. I control you. Ah!
Okay. Remember, like this is kind of also a stuff. So, like you can, this is probably one of the more annoying sections because the guards are really, really fast in this section for some reason compared to how they've been up until this point.
Thankfully, none of them can think to just jump over the boxes at
Again,
you.
Kai's automatic crossbow is fast overall, so the key point is positioning.
It's interesting you say that, Choba, because Kai can actually jump over the boxes. So.
Huh. Wow. I'm surprised.
Again, the game does actually
games
give you the tool to be an effective sniper. So there will be that.
I'll give them credit. Like, well, most games don't often think to, allow you to jump over a certain object unless parkour is programmed or if it's very special areas that are marked or whatnot.
Kai can fend off a nearby enemy by pressing square, like so.
Oh,
but
okay,
she can't.
So she has that.
It's the last one. This maneuver is more, just there because
dodge, roll away.
Honestly, I think I do see what you mean, though, that Kai looks like she's more fun to play as than Nariko.
It's because her sections, at the very least, have a bit more to them, like, because you have to use your arrows in where he's, like, with the fire and everything. This section in particular requires you to think differently, whereas with Nariko, you just get into this gameplay loop of just beating onslaught of mooks and mooks and mooks and more mooks.
If I had to also have the guess, Pedro, in mind, also because with Kai it's actually faster, you can kill enemies faster.
Yeah, that too.
So it's
and also
I keep forgetting the name. It has a specific, code name as a cliché or trope. Or in a case of if a game provides you different options, someone will inevitably take the one that makes things go faster and easier.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Let me put it like this also. Kai also can maneuver obstacles a lot better than Nariko did as well. And again, like, these aren't even tough obstacles. Like, it just makes sense. But the sad thing is that in a lot of games, you don't expect to be able to do stuff that makes sense.
Well, remember, Taylor, that's what I do with those bosses in the Legend of Korra game. Like, yeah, I could experiment with the new bending I've gotten, I guess, but I know that the earth bending defeats that boss practically instantaneously, so why should I?
Okay. Let me do an example here. Sonic Frontiers gives you a lot of ways that you can deal with the bosses here. These do encourage creativity. Sure, there's a quickest way to do it, but the bosses are so much fun that a lot of people do want to experiment and see all the different interactions you can get with the bosses. So it's not always just a case of, what makes things go the quickest here. Like, let me put it like this. If your game is excruciating to play, then yeah, most times people are going to go for what helps get it over with the quickest. Ergo, this game, essentially.
Alright.
But yeah, no, in regards to Kai, though, her gameplay is much snappier, more creative, it lets you think outside the box. Like, again, this area here allows you to take advantage of the environment as well. This is, relatively speaking, good stuff. It's not amazing, mind you. There are still plenty of games that do this and do it better. But yeah, these are definitely so far the best parts of the game.
Alright, so now this is a section where all the enemies are trying to open the gates to get to me. However, Let's see if we can shoot them down before they get here.
Ouch.
You got these really narrow bars
Fuck.
to
Right below his armpit.
Like I said, some of the hit detection is not the best in this game,
Fuck.
but okay, in regards to the aftertouch, I really do feel like originally, because it was supposed to be only motion control wise, that was probably their bit for how they thought that it would not be OP essentially. Because if aftertouch was only able to be done with motion controls, yeah, therein would lie an issue essentially. But obviously when they programmed in traditional controls for it, yeah, it's pretty OP. Mind you, I'm not complaining, it helps the game get over quicker and it's cool anyway.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yes, keep running forward towards the girl who keeps shooting us right dead center.
Sir, she's firing straight center. Maybe we should go. Maybe. Oh, go for this. I'll say, sir. Oh, that was a bad shot. I'll just say, sir, I have an idea. Maybe we should go to the side and avoid the projectiles before they hit us. That way
Maybe we should. Here's a better idea. Maybe we should stop.
Maybe we can
Think maybe we-
Ah!
Hey, here's a better idea. Why don't we not open the gates for her?
It's a bit late for that.
Well, that's the thing. The reason they're opening the gates is because they're trying to get to me. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. But it's like, well, again, and you know what? I get it. For the sake of the game, you understand
Fucking
why
hell.
they act like this is that. Okay, no, that was just bad hit detection.
Oh,
Wait, okay, no, okay. To be
Okay,
honest,
no,
Trevor,
that one
there was
definitely
a
hit one of them.
there was a gap in the middle, and Pedro was just unfortunate enough to go right through it.
No. There was literally one bit
Fuck.
where. Wait, what?
Well,
The heck?
Pedro's played the game, so
Yeah. Basically, I missed. That's the basic point. Yeah, just keep shooting. And
But
they,
some of these shots legit go through the guys,
that
but
being
don't get
said,
them for some reason.
if they do get to you like they did to me, you have a way to do it. Just dodge roll away and go away. Why? Because once you get through that door, the enemies will stop following you because they've blinked out of existence. So you'll be fine.
God damn it! I can't keep up with this slip of a kill. I should have been. I've been so busy building up my muscles.
Oh, never mind. This is
Oh, never mind. No, that wouldn't
never
just
mind. This is
work.
actually one of those rare cases where the game will actually allow them to follow me. Actually, this time. Yeah, you see how the camera is a problem now. Now I have to run towards my own my own face. Like seriously, fuck me. Anyway.
Cardiovascular training.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, I get that she's a sniper, but couldn't you give her some way of attacking in close quarters? Because
But that will be the point of her being a sniper.
no, but that's the thing, Dwiz. This makes it so that the only way I can kill enemies is by shooting, and you know, if the enemies get close to me, it's a problem. Why is this chapter
Also,
called
dude-
Shooting Fish?
Also, James, you do know that people who specialize in sniping can often still use melee weapons
Might
for up
be-
close combat, right?
Might be Pedro, you know, the phrase of saying shooting fish in a barrel.
I guess.
Because, you know, it's so easy for Kai to just slaughter all these people.
Okay. Here's where I would have gone with. Give her a weak melee attack. Like, you know, not an all-powerful one, but a weaker one. One that at least is a good means for her to defend herself in close quarters combat. Now, obviously, it would not be always recommended, especially if you get swarmed.
Shit.
But I think it would be fair to at least give something of a light one.
What he said. Okay. So the
Go
basic.
through the fire and
There you go. However, I need fire arrows to make those barrels explode. So hold on.
there's a
So
fire.
cast
right
it
there,
into
front
the
of
fire!
No,
Destroy it!
you actually shoot more than cast it.
you. No.
Kai! Kai!
Yeah, I think you're pretty supposed to agree.
It should have ended that day. There is no strength left in the world of. What are these people even exactly? I mean, Kai kind of looks like a hobbit, but I'm not entirely sure she is one. Like,
Who would be the who would be like the Ringgraves of this universe?
You do not seriously.
Bosses, I guess.
You do not seriously think that you could contend with the will of Bohan. There are none who can. Oh, in the meantime, actually, since we're talking about Andy Serkis and all, give me just a moment. Okay, so Teo, question, do you recognize the Italian voice actors for Heavenly Sword?
In a second.
Yeah, because I at the time of this recording, I've already finished the game, but... Go on.
It's been a long time since I played it, frankly, so I don't remember much about a lot of the voice cast. I know that the voice actors, unlike in the English version, the voice actors of Nariko reprise the role for PlayStation SCWRM, because in there she's actually voiced by Jennifer Hale in English. So there is that, but I don't remember all of the others, to be honest.
Alright.
I don't remember it being bad, so there is that.
Sure. As for my country, Teo, they got Portuguese Kratos to voice Bohan. So that's fun. And he goes full ham, so it does work cool. But they actually did get a really strong cast of really talented actors. The one thing that's weird in terms of casting is the guy they got to play Roach, aka that big fat doofus. That's the son of Bohan, right? Because basically, the actor they got to play Bohan, sorry, not Bohan, Roche, sorry. He's a very well-known method actor who is usually very well known for villainous roles and very methodical, smart, manipulative characters, you know. But so I have to wonder why him to play the big fat dumbass. It's such a weird decision. Cutscene.
You shouldn't be here. You must come home with Kai, like a good girl.
I'm not coming home. Not until I've killed Bohan.
Kai doesn't
That's all
want to
I've got
play.
left.
I want you to come home now.
Listen to me, Kai. This is not a game. I need for you to understand that. Please, help me get the Heavenly Sword back. Focus, it's in the armory.
I rest my case. Great job telling her where the Heavenly Sword was, Bohan.
Hey, you said the armory.
I mean, to be fair, he also wasn't expecting a little girl storming in and literally, skewering all of his soldiers.
Again, like I said, he's ticking off those checks on the evil overlord list of stuff not to do.
You said that earlier, Joe.
Alright,
That's why I said, like I said.
whatever, let's just move on.
Kai will do this.
Okay.
Alright.
I love how the conversation essentially went with, can you do this for me, Kai? Or not even asking, just telling her to do it. No, please. Okay.
Basically.
Because you were nice to me.
Well, that's the thing, their relationship is of adopted sisters of
Yeah, like I
sorts.
said, Kai literally just mentioned the fact that she was alone and everything, but then, Nariko actually came to rescue her.
Alright. That's because Kai and Nariko are the only genuinely good people in this game.
I'm not the only people
Well-
who can really get stuff done.
Well, Shan is of course Shan. We already know. Like everybody else in the group hates Nariko and is constantly,
We haven't seen everything yet, but there is also one character that I argue is still good-natured in some kind of way.
I guess, but
I haven't seen that character yet, so I guess
Again,
we'll get
just
there when we
wait. The
get
game is
there.
not that long anyway.
But yeah, no, again, aside from Nariko and Kai, yeah, none of these characters are really that enticing or interesting.
which is interesting because when we get to the behind-the-scenes features, and I know that Teo is going to really love this one, and if you look at the behind-the-scenes features, Tamim talks about how he wanted this game to feel like a Hollywood blockbuster and shit.
Yeah.
Like your plan.
Yep. There we go.
Like, and the best thing about it is we probably the tamest when it comes to Tamim marketing stuff, because again, the guy should just stick to praise. It's kind of like Sean from Hello Games. Some programmers should just not appear in PR and give interviews.
I will say this. I honestly feel like most of the people in Ninja Fury are perfectly fine folks here. I do attribute that the reason they have had a bit of issue with their reputation pretty much starts and ends with Tamim's behavior, because, oh boy, that man does not know how to market properly.
Okay.
Like, he's either overzealous, or he doesn't seem to get the idea that, hey, you want to appeal to the fans, not make
Not
fun
even
of
that,
them.
Java. Sometimes it's downright offensive, but we're not
Yes,
there yet.
that too. Ugh.
And here we go. Wee boom.
The problem is that he's the guy in charge, so he directs the trajectories of the company.
So it's like in Quantic Dream. Gotcha.
Haven't we heard that a lot of the people in Quantic Dream are kind of terrible? Like, David Cage is bad, but
Well,
there's also some
okay.
other bad scenes, too.
To be fair, as far as aside from David Cage and arguably Guillaume de Fondem, the other co-owner, the actual developers themselves, as far as I'm aware, they've never, done anything bad. That I'm aware.
Sexual harassment going on in Quantic.
Well, yeah, but that's David Cage and Guillaume de Fondem, the actual developer. Wait, go on. Sorry.
That's what I was going to say. To be fair, as far as I know, the worst PR from Ninja Theory is Tamim was a bit of a dick to Devil May Cry fans.
It's not
a
necessarily-
bitch. He was a massive one.
Not necessarily
on the
just
other hand.
Not necessarily just that, Dweebs. There's also, well, he manages to combine. Let me put it in the most egregious case. During the marketing of that, in order to make his point that he wanted to create a different, image for Dante and any other supporting characters, he uses a comparison as a sort of a mockery, I suppose. Not even in a gesture of a good jab, for irony and everything. A slideshow that progressively becomes more disturbing and essentially culminates in comparing Dante and Nero, which, mind you, in universe are supposed to be uncle and nephew, comparing them to the main two protagonists of Brokeback Mountain.
Come on, guys, let's not try and.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's try and.
Look, I'm just gonna say this, Dweebs. Ninja Fury may not be bad, but Tamim is a legit not good person. At least with how he
But Pedro is a point, we're not
showcases
there yet.
himself.
Let's
But
move
yeah.
on.
Let's try not to turn every part of
So-
this playthrough into a DMC sucks fest.
No.
Ninja Theory
No.
success.
Not really, Dweebs. Nobody likes hyperbole.
Really.
Anyway, let's get back on track.
The basic point. Also, every time that I make a barrel explode, again, these enemies just jump and they even bang on the walls and bounce around like. Yeah.
You think that's crazy? Okay. If I ever do a recording of the Getaway game, I'll show you what happens when you shoot an explosive barrel in that game.
Twing twang.
That's the
It's,
car.
if you forgot, that's the code name that Nariko asked Kai to say when, she asked her to kill someone.
London GTA clone, Joe.
Yeah, I know. We even watched a movie based off of that. Wow. Didn't take long for Nariko to get thrown into the arena.
Getaway the movies.
Oh, yeah. What I mean is, during our commentary of the Getaway one, you told me about how Getaway is a GTA clone, essentially.
This begs the question: what is Dandy Circus's most embarrassing role? Him here, or him trying to play Captain Haddock with a terrible script?
Well, I mean, there was him being in Stormbreaker, where he didn't say a single line of dialogue and just stood around being Butler.
Which begs the question: why would you get Andy Serkis for that?
Okay, out of those three roles, this is kind of the only one I've seen. It's not
It's
good.
neighbor
I
against
can't
neighbor,
say
brother
for
against
sure.
All right,
based on
so-
those other
Scared
two.
to do
I
anything
will.
else but fight.
So you have to survive Bohan's twisted game. What they mean is, okay, so, yeah,
As an
hold on,
attack
let's just
my
start.
father once taught me, you can paralyze the body for a time, still keeping their mind alive.
These are Nariko's clansmen. Nariko can immobilize them with a special counterattack, but, well, fuck to that, because these guys are all assholes, so fuck it, I'm gonna kill them anyway. And before you ask, and before you ask, no, the game does not penalize me for it, so fuck that shit, I'm just gonna kill them all.
Cutscene later on, but I forgot.
Does it?
Also, watermelons.
Let me guess to show that you can.
Fuck it, I
You
don't...
can throw watermelons at them, yes.
Even so, I don't care. They're all assholes, and the game is giving me a chance to kill them all. So let's just kill them all. Fuck that shit. And before at first I was like, okay, the game is probably gonna give me a you fail. Nope, it actually you can kill all of them if you want. So okay, let's do that then.
I'm curious. Do you get like later a cutscene of Shen chastising you for killing your fellow clansmen?
No, well, not in my. I mean, maybe there's a secret cutscene if I paralyze them, like Teo said, but I didn't get that. So, and to be perfectly honest with you, I don't care. So, moving on.
Again. Well, you pretty much have told me what I need to know. The game doesn't even chastise you. Like,
No,
I mean,
you don't get a failure or a cutscene chastisement accordingly.
No, I can tell you that there's no scene of Nariko being called out for killing all of her clansmen. No, not in my playthrough.
So are these the same clansmen that she freed and they got caught again, or are these just another pack of clansmen that got caught?
I think they're about. I mean, they say that there's our clansmen, as in all the people that were there with me, Shen, and Kai. So I'm assuming it's the same people. That's what the game told me.
No. Hold on. My point is like I'm wondering if this is just another pack of her clansmen that got caught, or different from the ones that we freed in that other.
Possibly not. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, because they're all animated the same.
Whatever. They're all assholes anyway. So fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even really bring myself to care because the story hasn't even really.
I'm guessing.
Much of a reason to want to save.
I'm guessing if you paralyze, I'm guessing the only way to get the 3-star rank is by paralyzing all of them, but I can't be bothered. Because basically after I finished the main campaign, I just downloaded the complete 100% save file off GameFAQs, so I could show off all the gallery stuff, so whatever.
You are correct, Pedro. You know, paralyzing the clansman is the only way to pre-start the section.
Yeah, but are there any
That's
actions?
so good change.
No, it doesn't seem to be.
Okay, so I don't have any reason to care. Moving on.
I am the last one standing. Now let me go.
Hey Dubs, it's the last man standing match.
But where's the referee to count to 10?
I think Bohan is supposed to be.
Okay. So, let's see. According to the guide, you will get no points on your gauge for killing clansmen.
Oh no, how will I ever cope?
The only thing that changes is, you know, the what's it called, the glyphs that you get the stars, the coding stars.
All right, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to meet the stupidest gatekeeper ever.
Really?
Yes, in the next part, though. Yeah. Tune in next time then.
The